NIO just detonated a spark that's sending shockwaves across the EV market. Europe's first battery swap station is live in France. Its low-cost Firefly EV is now marching into 16 countries. And the stock? Volatile, explosive, and grabbing the full attention of both traders and long-term investors. NIO is no longer playing defense, it's on the offensive, rewriting how EV infrastructure works and how the market values growth in this sector. If you're serious about staying ahead of this EV disruption, hit subscribe now, because this is the kind of moment that turns sidelines into missed opportunities. And today, we're breaking it all down in full detail. Let's begin with the news that triggered the buzz. NIO's battery swap station in France isn't just operational, it's strategically located between Paris and Lyon, two of the country's busiest transport corridors. With under 5 minutes to replace a battery, it's a direct challenge to the slow charging infrastructure plaguing most of Europe. This isn't a marketing stunt. It's NIO laying concrete down, literally, to build out a practical ecosystem that makes electric adoption easier, faster, and more scalable. More than 60 stations are already running in Germany, and France marks a major pivot westward. With a model designed around battery swapping, NIO is not only delivering cars, but is embedding itself into the daily logistics of European driving. This is what Tesla hasn't done in Europe, and it's a first-mover advantage that could compound. If the rollout continues across key countries like Italy, Spain, and Austria, NIO could establish a vast EV infrastructure that puts it in a league of its own. It's the difference between selling cars and building a system that supports them. Now let's talk about Firefly. It launched in April 2025 and might just be NIO's most strategic product yet. The subcompact design targets urban mobility. The entry-level price is consumer-friendly, and the battery is fully swappable. With a 330-kilometer range and access to the growing swap network, this car isn't about luxury, it's about mass adoption, and that's exactly what it's getting. Already expanding across 16 countries, including Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, and now France, Firefly is bringing EV functionality to dense European cities. It speaks to a new buyer. One who doesn't need an SUV but wants EV practicality, quick charging through swaps, and a lower sticker price. The Firefly's success isn't just about sales, it's about anchoring NIO's presence across an entire continent. It's the beachhead for a much larger push. And the impact goes beyond vehicle sales. Every Firefly on the road strengthens the case for more swap stations. More stations drive more vehicle confidence. It's a feedback loop, and it's working. The Firefly is the key to unlocking NIO's horizontal expansion, while their infrastructure fuels the vertical integration. That's how you build dominance, not just presence. Let's pause and zoom out. If you're watching at this point, it's because you're not here for surface-level noise. You're here to actually make sense of what's unfolding with NIO and what could be around the corner. That kind of focus is exactly what gives you the edge. Because right now, institutional players are making bold moves, retail momentum is shifting fast, and this stock is flashing signals that demand attention. What we'll uncover next could reshape how you view the next phase for NIO. So let's dive even deeper into what the market is quietly pricing in and where the biggest leverage might actually sit. Before we continue, if you've been following this channel, you know I don't waste your time with hype or guesswork. I focus on research, real insights, and tools that can actually help investors. That's why I've partnered with The Motley Fool, one of the most trusted names in the investing world for over 20 years. You'll find my link in the description. It's the easiest way to check them out and see what they offer. That link also gives you access to special deals or discounts they have available right now. And yes, it helps support the channel too. Now let's get back to the video. NIO stock is behaving like a coiled spring. Just this past week we saw massive swings in price. It surged more than 7% on record trading volume of 115 million shares, dipped by 3% the next session, and then bounced again. This isn't noise, it's active hands fighting for position. Technical indicators are starting to lean bullish. The stock is trading above its 50-day moving average, with positive momentum trends flashing green. Institutional money is watching, retail traders are entering and exiting quickly, and the volatility tells us something very specific. NIO has become a trader's stock again. That doesn't mean long-term investors should back off. It means the company is now at the center of a short-term and long-term tug-of-war. Options flow is heating up. Social sentiment has flipped bullish. Short interest is being reevaluated. NIO is at a technical and narrative crossroads. Every news release, every delivery report, every analyst comment is now a potential catalyst. And with earnings around the corner, the stakes are climbing. So what's next? All eyes are on the early September earnings call, and this is where things get real. The company will reveal delivery data from both China and Europe. They likely speak to Firefly penetration, swap station utilization, and updated margin expectations as expansion costs rise. If they show acceleration in Factory 3 ramp-up and stable execution abroad, analysts may revise upward. But any hint of production bottlenecks or weak adoption could be punished quickly. The smart investor right now is focused on three things. Are they delivering enough Fireflies to justify the footprint? Are battery swaps actually gaining usage in France and Germany? And is the operational cost of expansion staying under control? If those metrics check out, NIO has a clear path toward a stronger second half of 2025. But the clock is ticking. Also worth watching is how regulators in Europe respond. If battery swap stations receive incentives similar to charging networks, it could accelerate rollout. Conversely, any delay in permits or environmental approvals could cause a bottleneck. Investors should stay closely tuned to local policy developments, because infrastructure expansion is just as much about politics as it is about product. NIO isn't chasing a trend, it's building an ecosystem. The France battery swap station proves commitment, the Firefly rollout proves scale, and the market's reaction proves attention. September earnings will test it all. Execution is everything. Because the strategy is solid, the opportunity is real, but the spotlight is unforgiving. You don't want to be the one who saw the signs and sat still. Subscribe for more, because when the next move hits, it won't wait for hesitation.